A final 4-wheel drive under 13, leg 1.
Okay, so you're under 13, A finals on its way, led around by Josh and Ben. And Isaac's already got past Matthew on track into the free spot. So it's Josh Holdsworth, followed by Ben Smith and Isaac. And it looks like Matthew has got a quick car down the straight, and then we've also got Tommy Hall. So it is a four-way battle for second. But this battle is just allowing Josh Holdsworth to extend that gap and drive away from the rest of the field, like he has done during qualifying this time. So your gap between Holdsworth and Smith holds out at 3 seconds. And Ben is making sure that car looks as wide as possible to ensure that so there was a bit of a tag, so Ben's allowed Isaac through. However, that has given advantage over to Matthew. So it is Matthew, followed by Isaac, followed by Ben, followed by Tommy. And Josh is out in the distance. So last time he had a gap of 5 seconds. This time by, we'll just wait to Matthew to get over. Currently stands at 5 seconds, so it stayed neutral. So second place, Matthew and Isaac going down the straight, and Isaac's looking on the inside trying to get past, and Matthew's being forced into a mistake. So Isaac will now be putting the hammer down and trying to get onto the gearbox of that Josh Holdsworth TM4 machine. So you're into your closing 2 minutes 30. It is Holdsworth, McFadden and Hall and Peters. And Ben Smith is over, so that is giving good gap over to Tammy now.
3, 2, 6, 8, 7, 10, 9.
And I've just been told that Josh's car is broken, so Isaac McFadden, you need to do everything you can. You have got 2 minutes to catch him with a broken car. And it is correct, the front end of that car is broken. So the gap was last time by was 9 seconds. And you've got to do everything possible, and Josh is caught up with a back marker as well, which I think was Harry Britton. So Josh just goes over the loop, so still going boss. So your gap now is 3.4 in your closing 1 minute 30. And as you can see, going down the straight now, that car is getting a lot closer. Isaac is throwing everything at it to get in the gearbox of Josh, because he knows he's got a wounded car, and you can tell that when going around, it is arcing around like anything. And it's broken. Okay, so you've got 50 seconds to go, and Isaac's just got through. So will the rest of the guys get through? So will Matthew and Tommy Hall get past that Josh machine? And here comes Tommy Hall. So will Tommy Hall get past them? And he is through. So that is another place lost for Josh Holdsworth, jumping down to the free spot. And then Ben Smith has capitalised as well. So Josh is now into the fourth. And we'll be trying to hopefully have a nice fresh start in leg 2. And you're coming into your closing seconds.
3 finished, 1 finished, 9 finished, 4 finished, 5 finished, 6 finished, 2 finished, 10 finished, 8 finished.
EF final under 13s, 4-wheel drive, leg 2.
Okay, so your second leg of under 13 is on its way. Led around by Josh and Ben. And Isaac is looking already to try and get past that Matthew machine to go and get another leg win to take the under 13 championship. So last time Josh checked out, Ben's trying to keep with him this time, so not sure if Smithy's done some setup changes to make it a little bit easier for him. So it is Holdsworth, Smith, Peters and McFadden. And there's tangling between Isaac and Matthew. So at the top end it is still Holdsworth and Smith, split by a second. And my spotters just told me that he's pulled it out slightly this time. So last time by it was 1 second, this time by is 1.6. So that was a good lap from Josh. And Isaac's just lost his place behind Tommy Hall, so that has given some breathing space to Matthew. So it is Holdsworth, Ben and Matthew going 1, 2, 3, and then we've got Tommy Hall and Isaac in 5th. So the gap is now 2.1. And it looks like it's gapped that little bit more because Ben's had a wobble. And Matthew is chasing down Ben Smith. So that is going to be your race on soon for 2nd and 3rd. And Matthew's a lot closer this time by, so he's got a lot more racing car. So Josh is just checking out. The gap is 4.3. So your races for 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th. So Josh, you don't need to do anything silly. Keep those wishbones intact and do not get a DNF. So Isaac's just rolled slightly, and Isaac's rolled again, so that's allowed Tommy Hall to get past.
2 minutes, 30 seconds.
And it's given Matthew some breathing space. So about a 1.5 second gap between Matthew and Tommy.
7, 9, 8, 10. Leader on lap 8.
Okay, 9, you've got leader with us. Lead
And Isaac needs to reconciliate and put some pressure onto Tommy. And the leader's over. But also there was some issues for Ben Smith, so that has given him a bit of favour. And Matthew Peters has now just jumped up into the 2 spot, so your race is on between Matthew and Ben, and Tommy Hall is in further behind. And there we go, so Jack is shouting go on Ben. And that is looking a little bit more racy this time by. So it's looking left, looking right on Matthew. And Tommy Hall is there for any recovery plan. If something was to go wrong between these two at the front. So the lead was 7 seconds, it's dropped to 5. So these guys are pushing on and Matthew's just made a mistake.
Drivers for the under-16 A final, leg 2, there will be a slight delay after this. One of the drivers has not been able to repair his car in the current time, but it will be going before schedule. So there's about a 5-minute delay before the start of the under-16 A final, leg 2.
Okay, so Ben Smith leads us down the straight, and it's 4.45 seconds remaining, and it's a 6.5 second gap. So your race is on for 2, 3, and 4 between Ben, Tommy, and Matthew, and they're on your infield as we speak. And we know that Matthew has got a very quick car. He just needs to keep it on its wheels. So they're going down the straightaway. And there we go. So Matthew makes a nice clean one, and Tommy gets it back. So it is Matthew now jumping up into the 3 spot and grinding against the track marker, and he will be chasing down Ben Smith to try and get that 2 spot in your closing 5 seconds. And lead us through for a victory lap. So just don't need to do anything, Josh. Get it over the line.
2 finished. 3 finished. 5 finished. 6 finished. 4 finished. 8 finished. 7 finished. 9 finished.
Year final 4-wheel drive under 13s leg 3.
Okay, so your A final, it's on its way, led around by Josh and Ben, and Matthew and Isaac and Tommy Hall. So top 4 breaking away slightly, and Ben is pushing on. So I reckon that steering setup has worked, and it's been a poor mechanic in from Smithy. So it's Holdsworth, Smith and Peters and McFadden, and Tommy Hall in the 5th spot. So regulation order. And McFadden has just got past Matthew on track, so he's just jumped up into the 3 spot, so he will be now chasing down Ben, and Ben is trying to hold on to young Josh. So the gap between Josh and Ben is 0.8, and Isaac, you're a further half a second behind. And this looks a good lap from Isaac this time by. So yes, it is. Isaac has just closed the gap.
Jesus.
So between the top 3 is split by 1.5 seconds. And Isaac will do everything possible because he's got a number 1 in the belt, and so has Josh. So this will be your deciding for your race win. And he's just trying to look past Ben to see if he can capitalise on it. And they are fighting young Ben and Isaac, and that is allowing Josh to get away slightly. And there is back markers. So car 8, you're going to get approached, and Isaac's just made a mistake. So we know Isaac's got a quick car, and I'm sure he'll be on the gearbox of Ben within a few laps. But the race is on between Josh and Ben.
Race order after 2 minutes 30 seconds. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 3, 5, 9, 8, 10. Leader on lap 8.
Okay, so it looks like Josh this time by has gapped Ben, and Ben's managed to navigate the traffic quickly, and Isaac's in there as well. So car 9, that is the race leaders. So the gap between Josh and Ben is currently 4 seconds. However, we know that gap can quickly disappear, as it did with Eugene Galley. And Galley is nodding his head saying, yep, that is right, because they had Bish all over me. So you're into your closing 1 minute 40. It is Holdsworth and Smith. However, now Isaac is looking on the gearbox to Ben because he wants to make sure that he is on that podium position, and if he is in a fighting chance of winning this meeting. he needs to do everything in the right direction, and he's just made another mistake in the same place last time when he tried to get past Ben. So the gap between Josh and Ben last time by was 4.6 this time. It is standing at 4.2, so a slight gap decrease by Ben and Tommy Hall and Matthew. That is second place, going to be approaching you soon. And you're coming into your closing 40, so it is Josh and Ben, and then Isaac in the free spot, and the gap between Ben and Isaac, and though Isaac's been tangled by the marshal sadly, so it was going to be about 2 seconds. This is obviously extending this time by to about a 5-second gap between Ben and Isaac. So it's Josh, Ben and Isaac, and Harry Britton, you're in the 4th spot. And then Tyler, you're currently sitting 5th. Oh, Ben's broken it and he's just fell lucky.
Finished. 3
and just gets over the line.
6 finished. 1 finished.
And that is a win for Josh Holdsworth. Ben Smith, you just finished second in that leg, and Isaac Fadio